Are you looking for a podcast about the worst haircut ever?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast. Oh! So, I'm here alone in my desolate room. I don't know the rest of the TikToks. So, if you've seen Friday Roundup, Kelsey was not there. Kelsey is sadly not here on this week's podcast. She was preparing for some evil eclipse or something that was going on. I don't know. She was very vague on the details. But I have a special guest again. Very prominent guest we've had. We got Taylor.
Hey, y'all.
What's going on? We're just going to have a little chit-chat, tete-a-tete, whatever you call those things. We're going to hang out. How's it going?
Why did that come out so southern?
So southern? I don't know. It does when I'm around here sometimes.
Yeah. I've been around your mom too much.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I forgot how much that woman goes southern sometimes. It's ridiculous. I'm surprised Bulbasaur doesn't bark with a southern twang now. I don't even know what that would sound like.
How would you bark with a southern twang? Give me one.
I can't even picture one. I'm trying to think of how that rolls out of a dog's mouth. Normally, so it's bark. So he would just be like, bark.
Bark.
Well, howdy, ma'am, bark. That's how he would do it. But you doing good? Everything's going good?
I'm great.
Yeah. Things are good. Man, I got too many things I want to tell you guys about. I can't. I have so many things. Can't tell you nothing.
Things.
Can't tell you nothing. Not right now. But I do want to go into one thing. So
What's that?
We just saw Doctor Strange.
Yeah, we did.
And I talked last episode how it was set to change the Marvel landscape. It was going to do all of these things, right?
Yeah.
It didn't do any of that. It literally did none of that. I was waiting. Okay, so honestly, here it is. This is the one spoiler you guys get. Maybe. There could be more. Depends on how excited I get. There's no Hugh Jackman. And I won't lie. That's what I was waiting to see. And I mean, I'm sitting there, credits are rolling, tears rolling down my face, he wasn't there. Nothing said he was going to be there, but I just wanted it so damn bad. And I didn't get it. And I was actually very distraught. I don't know. It was supposed to bring all the X-Men in and all this stuff. And so I was like, dude, they're going to go through some world and it's 1 to 2 seconds of Hugh just standing there. That's all I needed, man. Pay that man $500,000 to stand there for 2 seconds.
Yep.
And I got none of that. I don't know what you expected going in.
During the scene where they were falling through these portals.
Oh yeah.
And there were flashes of all these different worlds.
Yeah, when they do the paint world and all that wild stuff.
There could have just been the one world where you just saw Hugh Jackman standing in a field. Even
in First Class, he was in it for 30 seconds, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's retired from it, and he's, said, I'm never gonna wear the claws again. But look at me and you tell me right now, that man would not step in for Deadpool 3 for Ryan.
I don't know, man.
Ryan Reynolds will so talk that man into some kind of cameo. It has to happen. I just need to see one more cameo, and then I'm good, I think, forever. Last time I got to see him was, so sad. I just need a healthy-looking Hugh Jackman Wolverine one more time.
I
know, so it was unhealthy looking. I need one more.
The man died.
One more fit Hugh Jackman Wolverine. It would be phenomenal.
Well, how would that work, though? Would it be a flashback, or...?
No. Multiverse, man.
Oh, yeah.
I was assuming they would maybe, if X-Men were brought in through this movie, what I assumed was going to happen was maybe, like, they find a world and, like, Hugh Jackman's in it and stuff, but then maybe they go to a new one that drew him into theirs. And that's when you get to recast and you go, well, here's our new Wolverine that will be here forevermore, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I thought, like, you get that last tribute, and now here's the new people, you know, kind of like First Class again. Like, here's, like, a brand new set of people.
Yeah.
Kind of give it to us in that way. This movie was so not the things I said it was going to be last show.
I didn't know what to expect, honestly. And, like, we watched the first movie.
Yeah.
The first Doctor Strange movie.
Literally the day before.
The day before, the night before. And I'd honestly forgotten a lot of what had happened. But we didn't see... We saw it
once.
We saw it the one time when
opening
it came
night
out.
In the theater.
Opening night 6 years ago. So
yeah, it was a long time. Dude, when we looked that up and it was 6 years old, I was like, no.
Yeah.
No way. Dude, Endgame's like 2 years old now.
Really?
Yeah, that feels like yesterday, dude.
Oh, man.
That was like pretty sure it was like pre-COVID. Endgame was totally pre-COVID.
Yeah, it was pre-COVID.
So, like, think about, dude, the fact that COVID has gone on for years and it feels like it just started yesterday is what I think ruins the perception of time.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're all just, like, waiting it out still. We're just kind of, like, biding our time to live life again. But, like, it's still going.
COVID times and the before times.
Man, I miss them before times.
Yeah, I know.
But then I don't know that I do, though. Because, honestly, I'm enjoying seeing less people.
Yeah, some things I am enjoying about COVID times, and then some things I'm just like, man, I wish I could go back.
I know. I mean, we were seeing movies every week, like every Friday.
That's one of the main things that I miss. But now we just go unless we, like, really got to see it.
Yeah, we pretty much see just, like, the big hitters.
Yeah.
That's about it. And even then, we've had big hitters, and then we're like,
yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, we'll wait. It feels dangerous.
Yeah. Too scary.
So you went into this movie not expecting anything. You were just like, oh, let's see what they give me next.
Yeah,
what's the next slice of the pie?
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
oh, man,
I literally
I
had
dreamed
no
too big.
Expectations.
Oh, I had dreams, man. Like, I had once. You gave me, in the movie before, you literally gave me Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, right?
Yeah.
You made me think anything was possible.
Yeah.
And I didn't get anything was possible. I mean, the stuff in it was actually like, oh, that's dope. But it wasn't, it was new stuff. It wasn't old stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't get, Hugh Jackman. We didn't get, dude, fucking, even, like, you bring in Ian McKellen for, like, Magneto stuff. Dude, what if you had multiverse, because I know you're really big into Magneto. You fucking love Magneto.
Magneto's my baby.
Imagine a multiverse scene with Ian McKellen and fucking Michael Fassbender together, bouncing off of that. Because Ian McKellen's was so bad, and Michael Fassbender's never quite got to that point. He was still kind of on the verge of good, and they'd be that same human, but with those two different sides of the coin, and that would be a phenomenal scene. I would die in that scene.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted some old stuff, but they gave us new stuff. And the new stuff was cool.
Yeah.
But it just was not what I expected.
I just, like, with it being the multiverse, I just figured there's so many places they could go with it.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally, I can't even think about how many options. Like, they're unlimited.
Basically. And so, actually, we got to see it again. So, this is not a spoiler. If you've seen trailers, you already fucking know this part. But, supposedly, when Patrick Stewart shows up, though, as Professor X...
Yeah.
He's dressed like the 90s cartoon, and they actually play the 90s X-Men cartoon theme, like, vaguely in the background. How did I miss that?
Yeah, I'm like, did I go deaf? or like black out or something during
that.
that. Because like I remember seeing that beautiful bald head, but I don't remember. I don't remember hearing that theme song at all.
I hate that you said that because there's that part where he goes into like the dream world and he's like walking around, and I was legit like, what a gorgeous man. I love Patrick Stewart,
even
dude.
as like the old man that he is still like,
he's just a class, dude.
So attractive.
Dude, he is like, he's just like class in a dude.
Yeah.
And he's so normal and chill, which is what makes him so much better. He's such a cool dude.
He's such a sweet guy.
I would love to talk to that man.
Yeah.
He's got one of the most amazing voices of all time, too. Like, his voice, oh, you know who that is, you know?
Yeah.
There's, like, a couple people that, like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
Like, there's him, Ian McKellen's one. I mean, we just talked about it, but, like, James Earl Jones. You fucking know James Earl Jones. You know?
Yeah. I can't stop yawning.
You want to crack into some stuff real quick?
Yeah, maybe that'll help.
We'll crack into it. What do you got?
I got me a nice green tea.
Go.
Ready?
Yep. Sticking to what I said, Liquid Death only until you sponsor. And then it will be Liquid Death forever because now we're sponsored. So, you know.
You know, you're just stuck with that for life now.
Oh my god. I forgot. It's the last mango one. And I have been drinking the lime exclusively because that's our colors. I forgot how good this mango one was. That was a delight.
The last melon.
One of my TikTok things lately has just been, of course, Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
It's huge right now.
I actually haven't seen any Doctor Strange.
Oh, I've been getting... I'm not getting as much as I did when the Spider-Man movie came out. Because, like, my feed was legit only
just
Spider-Man.
for, like, a straight, like, 2 weeks.
Mine was, like, a month or more. It was a long time.
Yeah.
I get the occasional one.
Still?
No.
Oh.
Well, Spider-Man, yeah, but I followed some Spider-Man creators after that. But it's not about that movie. People don't like this movie.
Really?
People don't like it.
Why? Because it's...
Because it's a horror film.
Coober dupe?
No, because it's a straight-up horror movie. If you don't know anything about this movie, know this going in. It's Evil Dead with superheroes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this movie is.
I mean...
And
I feel like
lived for that, dude.
If you know who the director is, like, come on.
Well, he had made the old Spider-Man movies, and they weren't like that at all. So I guess everybody was like, it's gonna be like Spider-Man. I'm actually not surprised that people don't like it, because I asked you this, and you said you didn't notice. But when we were in the theater, I noticed people walking out.
I was too enthralled by the movie to notice.
I noticed, like, 3 families leave.
Well,
not to the bathroom. They didn't come back.
I mean, I would think they took their children out because it was kind of scary.
Well, the only people I saw with children stayed.
Really? So it was like just like
they
people,
were like, I don't like this.
This sucks.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Like, this is not what This movie feels like Turning Red to me. It's like, oh, well, we know what a Disney Pixar movie is. Oh, this is not that now? Uh-oh. Like, everyone goes into a Marvel movie going, oh, it's superheroes, they're kind of funny, like, it's a safe little movie. And then this movie went straight up, off the rails, bloodfest horror film.
Yeah, like...
And I think it rubbed people the wrong way.
It was...
Oh, no, this
intense.
movie's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, it is bloody. I mean, you've seen stuff in the trailers. I mean, there was like a whole scene where
it's pretty violent.
Wanda looks like Carrie.
Yeah.
And that scene did not disappoint, man.
Nope.
I'm not going to give a hint as to what happens. You guys
should
just see this movie.
We don't want to spoil it too much for you guys, but...
I know that a lot of people that listen to the show like scary movies and have seen Evil Dead with like Bruce Campbell and stuff. If you like that movie, you owe it to yourself to see this movie. Yeah,
at least see it once. Just to say,
Now, I know...
You saw it.
I mean, we just said, we wouldn't break going into COVID for any movie. So I understand if this movie doesn't mean that much, but when it hits like Disney Plus, do not be afraid to give it a shot because it is so worth it.
Be afraid, but don't be afraid.
This is probably one of my top Marvel movies, but it's not because of the Marvel movie part of it.
Yeah.
It's literally because of the horror film in it. It's such a good horror movie.
I loved it. It was like equal parts Marvel, equal parts horror, and it was just...
Equal parts, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, like, it was so just intense, and I really loved it.
So, I had heard something about it, and then I decided to, like, go hyperbole. See, I know my words.
Big words.
I decided to go hyperbole to Taylor about it. I said, hey, this Marvel movie, it's Marvel movies meets Drag Me to Hell. And I was like, haha, that's a funny way to say it. Yeah, and then we left, and I was like, it was legit Drag Me to Hell with like, Doctor Strange in it.
He said it as a joke, and then after we left,
and that's what I was given.
Oh, I didn't actually mean that. Like,
I am so tickled about seeing this movie again right now, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's 2 parts I want to see again. And actually, the Professor X ones didn't make the list. Like, there's 2 parts right now that I'm like, I want to see those parts right now.
The, like, Wanda Carey thing is burned in my brain, so...
Yeah, you screamed.
Yeah, a little bit.
You legit screamed. And I'm trying to think...
She's scary, dude.
I'm trying to think if that's when I saw people start leaving. I honestly think it was. I think it was from there to the end when it started getting off the rails. That part's not even off the rails. You're just like, why? And then it goes, why? What is happening? It just goes places too fast.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it was the pace I wanted. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
But, like, people were legit leaving, and I think that's when it started. I saw this guy that was like, a lot of Marvel people are calling this movie mid-tier, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, you don't like horror movies then. And that's acceptable, but, like, you can't call this movie shit just because you're not a part of that group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he was like, I'm a big horror movie buff, and, like, I don't know much about Marvel, so, like, I wasn't excited when we saw Thanos in the end of a cutscene or something one time.
Yeah.
He was like, that didn't mean anything to me. But you guys were excited, right? So it's like, it's the same trade-off. He's like, I got things that excited me, but you want to call it bad. Because it's not what you wanted.
Yeah. Well, like, why aren't genres allowed to, like, cross over like that? Because, like...
That makes some of the best stuff.
Yeah, and, you know, you're getting people that wouldn't normally watch this kind of stuff. And like...
Interested.
Get them interested into Marvel or into horror.
Like, if you can't get into Sam Raimi horror...
Yeah.
I mean... I think he's one of the more tame, because he's not, like, blood and gore.
Yeah.
He's... I mean, he is kind of blood and gore. But, like, he's a different type of horror. He changed how horror got made.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's phenomenal. I mean, he's, like, one of my personal favorites. I adore the man.
He's not blood and gore just for the sake of blood and gore.
Yeah. I mean, I will be honest, the closest to this movie is probably Army of Darkness, which I've never seen, and I didn't like when I tried watching it, but this is probably the closest thing to it. So if you love Army of Darkness, I mean, fucking, you're gonna like this. I think everyone would like this movie. It's just good. That was phenomenal.
It's good. Good stuff.
I thought it was great. Yeah, we finally got to see that. So we saw it Sunday after the opening. I'm so glad I didn't get anything spoiled.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think the stuff that's huge that people didn't want to get spoiled didn't matter to me.
Yeah.
It means so little, like, I just want to say it now, but I'm not going to spoil this for nobody in case that does mean anything to you. I don't like to take spoil stuff from people and pull a whole Snape killed Dumbledore thing on people. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I was surprised you were ready to go because of your job. You work a lot now.
Yeah. My shifts are, like, 11 hours at a time.
I was going to say, so you got a new job as a vet tech.
Yep.
Pretty sure we've talked about it, but like now that you've been in it for a while, what's it like?
It's awesome.
Is it really?
I love it.
I could never do it.
I'm enjoying it so much. It's so much different than any other job that I've had.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah. What's one of the weirdest things you've seen while you've been doing stuff? Because I mean,
weirdest things?
So, actually, while you're thinking about that, I still get TikToks about wild vet tech things from, like, when you were going to get that job. I still get TikToks for that, so I, like, watch those, and I'm like, this is what she's doing. And I know you're not doing anything that wild, but what is, like, some of the weirdest stuff you've seen?
I don't know. I haven't really seen anything weird.
Okay. What's, like, the coolest thing you've had to do so far? Like, what's one of your favorite things to do there, though?
Honestly?
Yeah, honestly.
I really enjoy drawing blood.
Oh, my God.
It's really fun.
Like, why? What is it about it?
It's just, I don't know. It's like a little game. You, like, gotta find the vein, and can you poke it just right?
Like, I get texts from you all the time about when you do something for the first time, and I remember that text, you were like, I did blood! First try!
Yeah, first try, baby.
Were people jealous?
I don't know about jealous, but, like, people were really impressed with me.
They're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys ever been to a doctor and tried to get blood drawn, you know that sometimes there's people that just are not good at it.
Oh, yeah. A lot of, like, majority of the time when I get blood drawn, they always, like, bust my veins and bruise me to shit.
Bust my veins.
They do. They always bruise the shit out of me, and they poke me, like, 10 times.
Yeah. I know I probably should give blood, but that's why I don't. Because I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. I totally would, but the last time I got blood drawn, I, like, almost passed out in class because I didn't know that I was anemic.
Oh, okay. So, that's a bad way to find out.
Yeah. I, like, got kind of sick and, like, went to the doctor, and they were like, oh, you need to keep your blood.
Like, he wants to put it back in.
Can I have it back?
Orange juice and cookies aren't going to help you.
No.
Orange juice and cookies aren't enough.
I know.
You did send me a thing one time. It was like a slide of granules looking at like a urine test or something.
Oh, yeah. I have a few pictures now of all kinds of stuff I get to find on the microscope.
Yeah.
I got a couple videos of some ear mites.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. Big fat ones.
Big fat. Do you like seeing this stuff? Or are you just like,
yeah.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah.
But like you don't like Dr. Pimple Popper stuff, though.
No, I don't like that. That's gross. I mean, there are some things that I do get grossed out by. Like, I mean, I've seen the doctor pop a few pimples on a dog, and I did not like that.
Okay.
That was, like, the grossest thing I've seen so far.
Yeah.
He popped, like, an abscess. It was disgusting.
Like, how many dogs do you do things with a day? Roughly.
On average, I'd say maybe, like, between 6 and 10 dogs.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot to me.
I mean, so, like, our day is split up into, like, 2 parts.
Okay.
Like, we always take lunch at 1 o'clock, and then in the mornings, it's always surgeries and, like, drop-off dogs. And then in the afternoons, it's always in-room appointments.
Uh-huh.
So in the morning, I can get anywhere between 4 and 5 dogs, and then depending on how many dogs are scheduled, or pets, I should say, depending on how many pets are scheduled in the afternoon, and how many techs we have, because my hospital in particular is really short-staffed right now, so...
Yeah.
We're all very busy.
Yeah, that seems to be the whole state of things in this country now. Everyone's short-staffed. Life is busy.
The vet field in particular is just... There's not a lot of people, honestly.
Do people just not want to do it? Like, why is there such a shortage, do you think?
I think it's a lot to do with the pay.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, human doctors, their pay, you know, they get paid through insurance.
Yeah.
And they're also, like, specialized in a lot of things. Like, you go to 10 different doctors for each body part.
Yeah.
Or each
foot doctor, heart doctor,
any different organs or
butt
whatever.
Doctor.
But a vet,
they got to know it all.
They know everything. They're a dentist, a gynecologist,
yeah,
eye doctor, ear doctor, you know.
That's pretty wild to think about.
Heart doctor, you know, a foot doctor, anything.
Yeah.
Like, the vets have to know it all. But they're paid because, like, not a lot of people have pet insurance. So,
yeah,
a lot of their pay gets... How they get income is, like, people are paying out of pocket for all this stuff.
Yeah, that's why it costs
a
metric fuck ton
that's
just
why
to say,
like,
oh, he has a cough today.
Thousands of dollars at one time. And then, you know, so because of that, like, they also can't pay us as much. Like, you would think vet techs and veterinary people would get paid quite a bit, but really not.
Yeah, I remember when you first came back with, like, what, like, you might make. It was like, it's not much more than, like, any other job.
Yeah.
It's like a basic number.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really any less than most things, but it's certainly not more. It was about, like, oh, that's a normal salary.
Pretty average. It's nothing wild, so...
Like, I find it ridiculous that you're in charge of lives.
Yeah.
Like, legit lives. And you get paid just like what a little payroll clerk makes, or what, like...
Somebody in retail.
Yeah, like, you make pretty much... Like, I fold clothes at Kohl's.
Yeah, like, just from grooming dogs, I made more sometimes.
Yeah, because that was, like, commission.
Yeah. That was commission-based, but...
Yeah.
You know, I'm administering vaccines and drawing blood and running tests for the doctors, and you would think that pays a lot, but it really doesn't.
I mean, even like human nurses, just like your normal nurse, even they make kind of a normal basic rate, which freaks me out too, because I'm like, you legit have to, like, take my pee in a cup and walk somewhere, and it's like, you make not a lot of money to have to deal with that, you know. And then here you are with, like, pets, and pets you would think being so, well, I was gonna say so loved, but we know tons of ways that animals are not really loved in this world.
Oh, I mean, I've been there. I started in January, and I could tell you already. I could tell you some stories about people that suck.
Yeah, we saw, this is a very TikTok heavy episode, but we saw that one where this guy was like, found this dog in my back alley, had a Coke can stuck on his foot, and he's my son now.
Yeah.
I was telling someone at work, she actually asked me, she just goes, why are people so mean to animals? Like, why?
I don't know, man.
And I was like, well...
And, like...
I don't know.
Like I said, you know, not everybody has pet insurance. And I get that, you know, money is tight. But, like, today, we had a dog that had eaten a bunch of chocolate.
Okay.
And, I mean, he was in a bad way. He was vomiting blood, bloody diarrhea.
Oh, my God.
Like, dying. And, you know, they didn't want to really do any treatment.
Like, they just went, oh, well.
Well, I don't
That
know
was
if
a
it was
waste.
like they listed off all the stuff they wanted to do and they were like, oh, the price is crazy, or I can't do any of that. But I don't know. And then they ended up saying, like, okay, well, I guess we don't want to go to the e-vet and have to pay like 10 times more, so just do like minimal treatment.
Oh my god. So do you know if the dog went home okay at all?
It wasn't my pet, so I don't really know how that ended, but I don't know, honestly.
Yeah. Like, I know that becomes a thing for human nurses. They see so much stuff, and they kind of get, like, desensitized to it.
Yeah.
You feel like you could get there seeing pets in bad ways? Like, do you think you could get there?
I don't know, because like when I was grooming and in the beginning, whenever I would see like a really bad matted pet, I would cry.
Yeah.
I would sob for them, and like after a while, like it would make me sad, but I wouldn't cry. I would just
Go, I gotta help you.
yeah, like I'm doing what I can to help you, so here we go.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll be like the same.
Yeah.
I've only had like one dog that I've like cried for so far.
Oh my god, I couldn't do it. Like, literally, the dog has like a cough and he looks at me sad, cry. Like, I'm not gonna handle it.
Well, it was a dog that it was like one of the first dogs that I saw get euthanized.
Yeah.
So that was sad.
Really don't want to ask that question. I'm not gonna.
What?
I'm gonna be like, how many do you think you have to do that to, let's say, in a week?
Honestly, it's not as many as you would think.
Thank God.
I mean, sometimes there are weeks where we have like a lot, but then some weeks it's like this week we didn't really have, but maybe I could count on one hand.
Mm-hmm. That's still too many.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I would trade most humans to just keep half of the dogs alive on this planet.
yeah. I mean, there was one day when I first started, like, everybody was kind of talking about how many days they went before, like, from the time that they got hired. How many days they worked before they saw their first dog get euthanized.
Oh my god.
I made it, like, I want to say, like, 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And my friend Mary, she was like, yeah, my first day,
yeah.
I saw one.
I remember that story. It was not a fun story.
Yeah.
Woof. Woof.
Woof.
No, I don't like that. Well, I'm glad you like it, though.
Yeah. I mean, just like with any job, there's stuff that, really sucks about it, but I don't know. I feel accomplished because I get to help the puppies.
See, that's nice.
And
Like,
in a different way. Like, I was helping puppies before when I was grooming them, but, like, now I get to help them in a different way, and it's really fun.
Yeah. I've always wondered what it's like to feel that way about your job. Because I definitely don't feel that way. Like,
It's different. I mean, like, I was talking to my therapist about it, and she was like, I'm just so excited for you.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, yeah,
Thank you.
I know. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm working anymore. Like,
no.
the only part that I, like, dread about my day is the long drive.
Yeah. So, just to recap on that, we moved away to help my parents with some stuff. And you are now an hour away from work.
Yeah.
One way. So you gotta drive an hour to work an 11-hour day,
Yeah.
and then drive home. That basic math puts you at half the day you're gone.
Yeah.
And then 8 hours to sleep. But you prefer 9 to 10.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of time.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I have less free time, but I do get 3 days off now.
That's really cool.
So.
Actually, at my job, they're talking about doing 4-10s, where you work 4 days a week, but 10 hours a day, and then get every Friday off.
That's what all jobs should do. We should get 4 days on, 3 days off.
Yeah, dude.
Everywhere.
Dude, I would totally do that. Yeah, I would totally do that. I mean, it's like one more hour. Because, you know, alright, so at mine, I worked a 980.
Yeah.
And basically what that means is I'd work 9 hours a day, but then on the Friday that I did work, I'd work 8. And when you total that up, I'd make 80 hours, which is your standard work week. But then the other Friday, I'd get off. So I have a 3-day weekend every other week.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal. But when I came back to this place, I worked a standard, like, 8 to 5, like, 8 hours a day. And, like, honestly, one more hour, you don't notice.
Yeah.
You really don't notice, like, one more hour. Now, if you fucking super hate and dread your job, oh, you're gonna feel every minute.
Feel every minute. But
like, come on, 1 hour?
I feel like it's worth it to have that extra day.
Oh my god, yeah, you get a whole day versus 1 hour out of 24 hours in this day.
Yeah.
Then you get 24 hours to yourself later, but in a row?
Yeah.
Dude, the Fridays that I get off are like the best. Yeah. Granted, I never do anything for myself on those days, but, well, frankly, I used to use them to do all the things that I couldn't do normal. Like, I used to make dentist appointments for those days.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a free day to get shit done.
Yeah.
I loved it. And then my weekends were clear.
Yeah.
Plus, can't go to the dentist on the weekend. Sometimes. So, you know, I used to use it for that. Do all your
weekday stuff.
Yeah. It's fucking phenomenal. But then the idea of being able to do that every Friday?
Yeah.
I hope that goes through soon. Like, I can't wait for that to happen.
Yeah.
The only thing is, though, would I actually wake up earlier to have that hour in the morning to work it? Because I already work till, like, 6.
Yeah.
I don't want to work till 7. So I'd rather work earlier in the morning, but I don't know if I can do that. I start at, like, 8 now. And I'm like, ugh. Yeah, I know. Fucking
Sad.
8 o'clock. I know, because you're up at, like, 6 o'clock in the morning to start your hour drive. And I'm like, oh, I have to be up at by 8. I have to get up at 7:59 to walk in here and clock in.
You poor baby.
I know. Dude, work from home has, like, changed the game, man.
Yeah.
So many people will never go back. I'm into that for, like, the office job. But, like, I mean, truly, if I could make good money working at Best Buy, I'd go to Best Buy every day.
Yeah.
Because I would enjoy what I was doing. You know, like, if I went into an office but I liked what I was doing, I think I'd gladly go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For me personally, I just feel like it wouldn't be good for me mentally.
To just stay home all the time?
Yeah, because, like, I like the change of environment throughout the day. I just feel like if I were going to sleep in one room and then just walking into another room to go to work, and that just being my daily life, I feel like I would get depressed.
I mean, I'll admit, there's days that it sucks, but I don't want to say it, but I mean, like, I brought Bulbasaur home, so, like, I have a reason to have to move around.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if I didn't have dogs and this was my life, I would die.
Yeah.
Because, like, I, like, in the middle of the day will just be like, all right, I've done some good work. Let's go run outside for 30 minutes. I just go outside and play with them.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I cannot imagine myself not being around my dogs 24/7 no more. It's fucking great, dude. Well, Bulbasaur's known no other life.
Yeah. He's a pandemic baby. He does not know.
Yeah. He came into this world going, oh, that dude's always here, man.
Yeah.
He don't fucking leave. What you gotta do, old man?
Jinx can't make it through the whole day.
Oh my gosh, she's so ruined now.
Yeah.
I mean, she used to be fine because we both worked, and you would be gone till like 9 o'clock at night sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, then there was when I used to work overtime, and I swear that one day it just lined up that like we both had to be gone real late, and she was like home alone for like
the entire day.
13 hours.
Or longer, like...
She had to hold her pee the whole time. She was like,
And
I made it, guys.
She did it. Now, she totally would piss herself. Like...
I don't know that she would, but, dude, I'll go walk out to check the mail. I come back, and she's acted like I came home from the war, man.
Yeah.
Like, that dog can't let me go now. I mean, you see at night. She fucking, like, crawls up and lays on me.
On top of you.
Literally lays on me until she gets too hot and then can't fucking breathe. And I'm like, then go away.
She's like, okay, but I love you.
And I'm like, good. I'm hot now. Leave. Won't touch me. So, well, that's awesome. I can't wait for you to do more stuff. Actually, I think you told me you applied for school again.
Yeah.
But like through your job.
Yeah, my job has a program where I get to do like more training and take classes.
Like more specialized type stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a trade school kind of thing.
Okay.
But basically I'll be able to get a degree and get certified, and then I can make more money, and
Nice.
I'll get to do more stuff, and...
Well, hope you're ready to do homework.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it for you.
I'm not looking forward to that again.
Yeah, I know. Like, you already have no time. Now you have to do homework. Oh, man. That's going to suck.
Yeah, I'm not...
But at least you get to do, like, homeschool stuff.
I'm not looking forward to having to write papers and shit.
From what I understand about online school, you pretty much just have to, like, participate.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you're, like, kind of around, it's good enough. But I guess we'll see when that time comes. So, I'll be ready with flashcards. We'll get you all studied.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a break.
Okay.
You know that I'm very stingy with my likes and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't, feed a lot of that stuff. Okay, but my TikTok's doing something different that yours isn't right now. And I think this might help that problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
I have the profile button on top, the heart for the like, the comment thing, and then I have like a little flag to favorite it.
Mm.
And then the thing that's the arrow to send it to people.
Yeah, and I saw that you can also like repost it now.
Yeah. So like I might be able to say I like that and give the support to the video so the creator gets its stuff, because I can keep it in my backlog as a favorite now. So maybe that'll solve that thing for me where I can actually start passing the love out that I want to, but I don't want you cluttering up my favorite videos.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to start trying to do that and get into popping some hearts more. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that little bit of the pre-ramble. If you did, you can get that full bonus episode by signing up to be a patron at patreon.com/YMBTOAP. That stands for You Must Be Thinking of Another Podcast. Why don't you sign up, join us on some cool discussions in our secret Discord, all kinds of stuff we have going on. And if you want just like a little bit more Yimtope in your life, don't forget that Yimtope Apparel store. Link to that is in our show notes. We have tons of new designs, fancy stuff. Taylor and I are actually wearing some of it right now. She's got a Fuck Capitalism shirt, and I'm in a nice Shrimp Council. That's for the most dedicated of patrons. So be sure to go check out that stuff, see if you want anything. And with that, let's get you on back to that regularly scheduled content. So we've been talking about TikTok a lot and all the wild shit that's been going on. I feel like we gotta talk Johnny Depp, dude.
My God.
Because what a fucking shit show.
Yes.
These
so
people
bad.
make so much money. How do you not part with that money for people that know how to read? Like,
yeah.
Amber Heard's lawyers I swear to
What
God.
even are her lawyers, man?
Dude, I'm not a lawyer. I could do a better job than them. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with it. I'm only keeping up with, like, the just asinine things that are going on.
Yeah.
My all-time favorite. Well, I've got two favorites. So I think my number one favorite is when one of her lawyers asked a question and objected to his own fucking question. Ugh. And then the judge goes, you asked it.
The question, and he's like, dumbass.
Oh yeah. And then it just keeps going, like, because that was the day they were so objection happy. Objection, hearsay.
Yeah.
Objection, hearsay.
And they made a fucking TikTok song out of it.
Dude, everything was fucking hearsay. And then he objected to his own fucking... Like, how are you sitting there? I know she has money.
Yeah.
How are you sitting there?
She's got Aquaman money.
Knowing you have money, and you're like, I'm going to pay $10 an hour for a lawyer.
I know. Like, if everybody keeps saying she got her lawyers off Wish...
I thought that was a joke, but I think that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's true. I've never seen such... I don't watch a lot of, like, court stuff anyway.
Yeah.
But, like, those people make a fuck ton of money, and you're that... Like, I'm sorry, but you're that dumb.
All I can think about it, though, is, like, if this trial is any indication of how the first trial went...
Yeah.
With, like, her actually taking Johnny to court over the abuse and stuff. I think that court case was in, like, London or something.
Yeah.
But if this trial is any indication of how the first trial went, how the fuck did that bitch win?
I don't know.
And I've been seeing clips and stuff of like, the old trial.
Okay.
And her acting has not gotten any better.
Dude. Alright. We'll come to her later. Let's start the beginning of this train wreck of a thing. Okay. So Johnny's doing his thing. His, like, best friend was in there, right? Isaac Baruch. I don't really know how to say his name.
Yeah.
So I apologize. Because you look like the coolest friend to have. Yeah. I want this dude as a friend. He was so chill and funny. Yeah. I love this man.
Yeah.
And I've seen, like, tiny clips of this dude. From the,
like, 2 sentences he said.
Yeah. But, like, Amber's lawyer is up there going, like, do you know what Amica cream is? Okay, so first of all, she pronounced that wrong, right?
Yeah, it's not Amica, it's Arnica.
Arnica?
Yeah.
So she missed a whole letter and then changed one to a different one.
Yeah. Arnica.
Arnica. And she says Amica.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, there you go. Doesn't even know the product. She's trying to...
She literally asked
claim
the
her lawyer
same
is using.
Question
Her client is using.
27 times to that dude, and he's like, I don't fucking know what that is.
Well, first of all, you're asking the same question differently. I mean, she goes, do you know what Amica cream is?
Rephrasing the same question.
No. So, you don't know if she was wearing Amica cream that day? No, I don't know that.
He literally said, I don't know what this is.
Yeah. And then she's like, so you didn't see her put any Amica cream on? No. Okay. So you don't know if she's ever used Amica cream in the past?
No.
I have no knowledge of this product in general, so no matter how many... Like, that should tell you, I don't know if she's ever put it on. I don't know if she wears it now, has in the past. I don't know that she was last time I saw her. Because I don't know the product, I'd have no clue that she was regardless. And she asked him, I think I counted one time, it was like 10 times in a row. And he laughs.
Yeah, he laughs and the judge is like, can you keep your composure?
And he's like, I'm sorry. No. I know that, like, as a lawyer, you're trying to, like, catch people and stuff, so maybe... But, like, you should weasel that question in a different set of questions. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, so do you know what Amica cream is? No. Oh, okay. so last time you saw him, everything was cordial, things were good, and you kind of like take him away from that train of thought, and then you go, so you don't know if she was wearing Amica cream, and then you might be like, well, she said she was, and then they're like, so you do know what it is.
Yeah.
And then boom, you catch him. Look at, I'm already a better lawyer. But like, she just goes, well, let's see if we can trip him up by asking the same question 10 times in a row, and he'll change his mind.
Well, and then the same lady kept bringing up shit about these muffins with the doctor.
Oh, Muffin Gate or whatever.
And just what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. So the muffins, that was Dr. Shannon, which, by the way,
Dr. Curry.
The internet took a storm to, because they were like, hottest doctor of all time. And then they were like, okay, I read another one today. Apparently Johnny's dating everybody in the entire courtroom.
What?
Every single time a new person gets introduced, they were like, oh, did you see that? There's sparks. Johnny and Dr. Shannon dating.
Everybody was shipping the doctor with Johnny.
While I was trying to get their names, they think he's dating one of his lawyers now because she's just a really cute girl, so he should. And so that's the new one.
I think that's just dumb teenagers on TikTok.
No, that was a CNN news article, dude. No, like, people just want Johnny to be happy, so they're like, that's a cute girl. Go be with that cute girl.
Oh, my God.
And they just keep finding him women. But so then, the Dr. Shannon thing happens, and it was all about these muffins. And I don't know what they thought they were catching her in.
I know. I don't understand the point of what she was trying to do with this muffin story. Like,
it was like, well, you got muffins, so you're prejudiced towards your client or something. And it was
I think they were
I
trying, like, I think they were stuck on it because they were trying to catch the doctor because they thought she had told her husband stuff about Amber and what was going on with the case, even though, she's a doctor, she's supposed to keep that confidential.
She just said, can you get muffins because I have a meeting today. And I don't have time to go.
I mean, I think she said, we're having a celebrity client or whatever.
Yeah.
But
that's not who. There's a lot of celebrities.
Yeah. But, like, that, she said that happens, like, often. So, like, it could have been anybody.
Exactly. Everything about this is, like...
I can't believe some of this shit is real and, like, happening in a court of law. Like...
Yeah.
And I feel so bad for a lot of the people involved. Because it's, like, this case is, like, very public.
Yeah.
And they're getting their very private life, like, put on blast.
Dude, like, I know these two people. When I pulled up these names, there's, like, 25 witnesses that have taken the stand. There's way more people than I even realized.
Knew about, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people involved.
But at the same time, like, it's kind of a good thing that it's being put out there like this because it's shedding light on, a stigma, I guess, around men that are abused.
I mean, she's a girl, she can't hurt you, but, like, not every dude's gonna fight a girl. Like, we assume...
Women can be abusers, too.
Yeah, men are bigger, stronger, so no one can touch them, but, like, that's not true. That's kind of the whole thing. Like, there's double standards on both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there really are. There's things that, like, are definitely double standards for women. Like, you guys don't get the same pay, even though you do the same work.
Yeah.
You're expected to do these things, and even though, like, I think one of the oldest adages you get is, like, if a guy sleeps with, like, 10 people, man, what a stud, what a great guy.
Yeah.
A girl sleeps with 2 people,
she's
what a whore,
slut.
So it's like, that's a double standard. And then so now we get, then, I've heard some, so I'm on a weird TikTok, so, like, I'm not on this often, but I'll get some from time to time. I don't really know what to call it. I don't want to say it's like, the best I can say is like male expectation TikTok. How's that sound? I think that's what it is. So like, I watched one where it was like a daughter and a mom. The daughter's like 20 maybe. I mean, she's not like old. So she's like 20, the mom's there, and they were talking like, all right, these people are married, they have a kid, and they get divorced. Husband's given custody, what happens? And they were like, well, he should take care of that kid. I mean, that's, he won. And they go, okay. Now the woman gets custody, what happens with that? And then her mom goes, oh, well, he should have to pay for that then. And then the daughter was like, well, why? Because we just had that scenario and we didn't think that she had to pay him. And the mom goes, well, that's just the way it is. Why? And then the daughter was like, well, don't you think that's kind of messed up? Like, one person. Well, I think also the basis for it was she makes more money.
All the more reason to pay. like
she's supposed to make more in the scenario, and he wins custody, but he should just take care of it. But then if she gets it, he needs to pay. So like that's another standard, which I don't know a lot about that, I don't have any kids that I've had to deal with custody battles with, so, I don't know the intricacies of how all that works.
That's why we agreed that we can't break up. If we decide that we want to break up, we can't break up until after the dogs die. Yeah.
Well, I think it's pretty clean now. I mean, Jinx is mine. Bulby's yours, because I don't want him. You can have him.
But my Jinkles.
Yeah, my Jinkles. She lays on me every night. But so, yeah, there's like that whole thing. Like, it's good that this is coming out publicly in that you're like, well, a man should be able to bring his abuser to light. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know how you can look at this case and not be like, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Yeah. So on top of, there's, all of his stuff that he's done, his people that he's had the witnesses of. And then I remember being so excited because she was going to go on the stand. And boy, the internet was not disappointed.
Nope.
I've never seen so many memes come out of was probably 15 minutes of time for her, maybe?
My dog stepped on a bee.
I've never even seen what that's from. I don't know that part of that whole clip. Like, I want to watch her whole testimony and see what relevance that holds to the story. Yeah, I want to know what
story she was telling, because I literally have only seen her say that line, and then people, add to it.
I watched it live when she first sat down, and she, states her name and all stuff, and then they go, why are you here? And then she starts to do, the fake crying and stuff. Yeah. Which, if you've watched it, she's, auditioning for something.
Exactly.
It's not... And I'm not saying it because, I want her to be wrong, because I remember when this all started, I was like, wow, Johnny's a bad guy. That sucks. Because, I thought, that's probably real. Plus, that court case got won, so I was like, they must have been able to prove it. Yeah. So I was like, damn, that sucks. Johnny sucks, And then you find out none of that was true. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not like I reviewed that court case back in the day. I just know the outcome. So why would it have outcome that way if it wasn't the way it was, Yeah. And chalk that up to the American people not researching their shit. They just go, oh, well, that's what I read, so there you go. And yeah. I was one of those people. But, because everyone knows Johnny Depp's not my actor. I don't really care for him in his roles. As a dude, he's a solid guy, man.
I have only come to love him even more.
Oh, I'm such a stan for him these days, dude. I love him now.
He's so adorable and wholesome.
He really is. But, when she got on the stand and started, you can feel how fake it is. Yeah. It's not because I want it to be bad.
If you've seen the clips of, her talking on the stand in the trial today versus the
one from before.
It's literally the same.
Yeah.
There's no difference.
So, I saw that opening, and then I was like, I can't watch this because I don't believe any of it. Yeah. And then I, left it alone. So then I've only gotten like the TikTok bits, like stepped on a bee, and then there's the whole thing. She was claiming that he's addicted to cocaine, and then you watch her fucking bump
Bruh.
3 hits on the stand.
She did 3 different hits on the stand, on camera, in
Guys,
front of everyone.
If you watch it, there's no way to mistake. She puts a tissue to her nose, but her thumb goes flat against her nostril.
Yeah, and then
Thrice.
she's like using the tissue, but then she wipes her nose with her hand.
Yeah.
So like.
And I watched a guy on TikTok who's like a drug officer guy, and he was like, "Let's go through the stages of cocaine use, shall we?" And so he's like watching her.
Oh yeah, you showed me that one.
Yeah, and he was like, first there's the hit of like energy and stuff, and like when you see her do it, she gets really into the story and she's telling all the stuff, and then there's the crash, and I think that's when the stepped on a bee thing starts, because you see how
she
she's
starts getting
and,
tired.
Yeah,
and,
she can't focus.
Yeah.
And then I guess there's something called coke jaw.
Yeah, where
like
she
cocaine people like move
tries
their
to
jaw
do like
weird.
a bulldog face.
Yeah, like it all like
she
was pretty obvious.
looks like Bulbasaur.
Yeah. And then I saw a cop that was going over Johnny's testimony, and he's like, my job is to like tell if people are telling the truth, and I'm gonna watch this and see if I believe him.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I do, but here's why.
Well, because he's telling his side and also owning up to the stuff that, like, some of the stuff he was accused of, like doing drugs and alcohol, and like he's owning up to everything, like,
yeah,
as well as telling his side.
He said it's because he's reenacting it.
Yeah, he's like,
which is you reliving the memory.
Yeah.
And Amber literally sits there.
Yeah.
Because everything she's saying didn't happen, so her body's not trying to relive
miming hitting.
So when she talks about hitting, she throws fists.
Yeah.
Oh, because she's oh, interesting.
Yeah. When she tells the story and she's talking about Johnny, quote, quote, hitting her.
Yeah.
Like, she's miming the hitting.
Yeah. But, like, none of the other stuff.
Yeah.
My favorite TikTok trend is not the stepped on a bee. It's her going, like, I walked out of the room, and then he hit me, so I turned around to look at him, but then she's facing the wrong way. And, like, they're doing exactly what her words say.
Yeah.
And you go, a person wouldn't do any of this.
Yeah.
She was like, and then, like, he kicked me down, and I was sitting on the couch, so I'm staring at the carpet on the floor, and you're like,
sitting on the arm of the couch.
Why is this carpet so dirty? Like, none of it is a rational thought.
Yeah.
But I have to find the stepped on a bee thing. Like, I want to know, what does that have to do with anything? What relevance does your dog stepping on a bee have to do with this issue? Objection. Relevance?
I don't understand the relevance to half the stuff that you see, but, like, you're also not seeing the whole trial. You're just seeing the little clips of it.
I'm seeing the TikTok bits.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people that watch it all day. I mean, so, actually...
That's kind of wild to me.
Like, we've talked about our beloved Mary Jane Amaranth on the show before, the TikTok girl. That's what she's been doing on Twitch the past, 2 weeks. Like, the whole thing is her, in the hot tub watching the court case.
Watching the trial? Oh, my God. That's amazing.
And it's like, why not?
I
haven't seen any of it.
A pretty girl, and I get to watch the trial.
I might have to tune into that tomorrow if it's still going on and just see, does she even interact with the camera, or is it just a
She's
back
chilling.
view? You're just arms up in the pool.
Yeah.
Just watching TV. Yeah, people watch this all day. I've been tempted, but I know I'd get bored.
That's kind of crazy.
I thought you weren't allowed to televise courtroom things. I thought that was against the rules. That's why you had the court sketches now.
I know nothing about law and court jargon and stuff.
I totally thought that was not allowed. But, I mean, this is legit just like, we're watching the whole thing.
Yeah, like...
unedited.
Cameras everywhere.
So, yeah. That's pretty weird to me. That's, like, wild.
I just think it's crazy that it's gone on so long. Like...
That's court stuff,
I looked
though.
up...
How long has this been happening?
The first day of the trial was, I think, April 11th?
Dude, that was a month ago.
Yeah, literally 4 weeks of them going to court for 8 hours a day, every day.
That's why people don't want to do court stuff, and that's why you settle a bunch of times. Because, like, can you imagine taking time out of your, like, you're doing vet stuff
they're
now.
picking apart because they were married from 2015 to 2017. So they're literally picking
2 years of life apart.
Everything apart in the 2 years that they were together.
That's ridiculous, dude. Aquaman.
Aquaman.
I did see this, though. I want to talk about this one, though. So apparently, a lot of lawyers will keep... So, like, you can't just bring anything up in a court case.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just walk in and just, like, spout shit.
Yeah.
Usually, it has to be, like, an agreed-upon thing. And usually, for it to be agreed upon, it's because one side brings it up first.
Yeah.
So, if nobody brings it up, like, the defense can't just, like, bring this up for no reason.
Yeah.
Basically, prosecution brings everything up that will happen, and the defense just has to answer for all of it, you know? And I saw that Amber made a big mistake.
What's that?
She said Kate Moss.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp was married to Kate Moss?
I saw that story.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't married to her. They dated, like, in the late 80s or early 90s, somewhere around then.
But Amber claimed that he'd pushed her down the stairs.
Yeah.
Kate Moss, not Amber.
Yeah.
Herself.
Well, I think she was saying he pushed her down the stairs because she said, and all I could think of was Kate Moss, because...
Yeah.
And I guess she tried to, like, insinuate that he pushed Kate down the stairs.
Yeah, because she said, I just thought about him and the Kate Moss with the stairs.
Yeah.
And Johnny's lawyer literally turns around and fist pumps and is like, we did it.
Lights up. And you just see his jaw drop, and he turns around to look at the other lawyers.
Yeah.
And Johnny, like, turns around laughing.
Dude, like, she literally played their hand.
Yeah.
So now...
Well, and
he's allowed to call Kate Moss in, and she can say, that was a lie, bitch.
Yeah.
And fucking directly contradict it.
I've seen a lot of people, like, even though they broke up and it was, like, a big deal, they've never said anything negative about each other. Like, they still very much, you know, respect each other and, you know, adore each other. But they just didn't work out.
Things didn't work out.
And so I think Kate would definitely get on the stand for Johnny and, like, testify that he was anything but abusive.
Like, this thing probably still has a lot, like a long way to go.
They haven't even gotten to the cross-examination. Like, they
oh my God.
are still doing Amber's side. Like, they did Johnny's side, and then they're doing Amber's side, and then they're going to do the cross-examination. That hasn't even started yet. So it's probably going to be another fucking month.
So I will admit this, though.
That's got to be so exhausting. Like...
Oh, dude, yeah.
Being in the same room, reliving all of your trauma.
Yeah.
All day, every day for...
months.
Weeks.
But, I mean, at least Johnny Depp has Candy, so...
Yeah. He's got his wonderful lawyer.
Yeah.
And all the people in the
crowd.
In the crowd behind him.
And outside when he leaves.
Yeah.
Dude, everyone's Team Johnny. I don't know a single person that's Team Amber
I
at all.
don't know how you can be on Amber's side at this point. Like, I mean, If you are,
I mean, good for you.
please tell us. Tell us why.
Yeah.
Write in and tell us why.
If you are, tell us. Tell us why her dog stepped on a bee. We gotta know. But I was gonna say, I'll admit, I did something today.
What'd you do?
I signed up for Crunchyroll.
Oh, yeah.
And
You've only been talking about doing that for
a long time.
a while.
But the first thing I'm watching, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll admit that's why I was working too late today, because I wasn't working. I was watching this instead. I brought it up to Kelsey, and I was like, hey, your show's on there. I'm going to watch your show. So you know what I've been watching today?
What?
Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, the anime.
Oh, shit.
And so you're talking about, like, cross-examination and stuff, and I was like, my God, they keep closing each of these court cases in 20 minutes in that show. And here we are, fucking 2 months in,
Yeah.
and it's still going. Phoenix will get it done in half an
know.
hour, bro.
Somebody called Phoenix Wright.
Like, he'll get it done. Take that! Objection!
Objection! Hearsay!
Yeah, I'm curious as to where this is going to go. But, so, okay, fine. He wins.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
What happens?
do you think
Oh, that he'll win?
he's gonna win?
Oh, he's already won. He's won the hearts and minds of the world.
Yeah, I feel like even if he doesn't legally win the case, like, he's won. Like, nobody believes that he did anything.
Yeah. Well, so, I mean, okay, so the big reason that all this is happening, to go right back into it, right as I was ready to leave it. I mean, the whole reason this is kind of happening is because she, claimed that he did all this hitting and all that stuff, and he basically lost his entire career.
Yeah.
Pirates, gone. Fucking Willy Wonka sequels, out the window.
Yeah.
Everything fucking gone. So he's basically here to be like, I would like to be able to have those jobs because none of this was true. I think I've read already, like, pirate talk is already back on the table.
See,
and he hadn't even, like the court case is going on, and it's already
Yeah.
back on the table.
I have seen a lot of people, like, and Johnny himself has even said, like, no matter how much they offer me, I won't go back and do
Really?
Captain. Yeah. I won't be Captain Jack Sparrow again.
Wow.
And that makes me very sad. So I'm like, really? How? Disney can do it. Disney got you.
Can they, though?
Yeah, I think they can.
But they're the ones that wronged him.
They got that mouse money, like.
But they wronged him, because, like, I feel him on
Yeah.
that. Like, when I was wronged by my company,
Yeah.
no money was going to make up for it.
I mean, I get it.
So, basically, our best hope is get Disney to sell that franchise to somebody, and then he'll willingly go back.
No, he'll just start his own, like.
So he's going to buy the Pirates franchise.
He'll buy the franchise himself.
No, wrong. He doesn't have to do that. He'll do a GoFundMe. Help me buy Pirates, and we'll buy it for him. The world will gladly buy it from the mouse for him.
The world will buy it. Do it for Johnny.
Oh, totally. Like, that would happen.
Yep.
That was like that TikTok I saw where it was like, I need to pay off my car, so if, 80,000 people gave me $1, I could have it paid off, and everyone's out $1. Like, and then they were like, why don't we apply this to all debt?
Yeah.
And I'm going to close out the show with this little mind buster and see what you guys think about it. You ready? Think about this. This was one of the coolest TikToks I'd ever seen. Ready? Mm-hmm. They were like, that's good logic. Let's think about it. Mm-hmm. So they play out a scenario. You ready? They go, hotel owner is sitting in his establishment. Mm-hmm. He's waiting around. Guy walks in the front door, and he goes, you got any rooms? And he says, I do. Every single one. Open, ready to go. And he goes, okay. He slaps $100 down on the table. Or the front desk, and he goes, here's the money, I'm definitely going to stay the night, but I want to check out every single room and pick the one that I want. So stay here, I'll be back.
Okay.
So he leaves to go check out the rooms. So he knows, well, this is guaranteed money, the guy just said. So he goes, I'm going to go pay off my debt to the butcher lady.
Yeah.
Because I owe her money. So he goes and hands her the $100 and goes, here's my debt money that I owe you. And she goes, great. So then she has that money and goes, oh, you know what? I'm going to take this money and I'm going to pay off my debt to the cobbler. So she runs down to the shoe store, hands the cobbler the $100, and he goes, cool, thanks. Your debt's gone. And he goes, you know what? I am going to pay off the barber or whatever. So he goes to another person, hands it to them, and they go, ooh, I need to pay off my debt to the hotel manager. So they run back and hand the $100 back to the hotel manager. And then round about that time, the guy who was going to get a room comes back out and goes, you know what? Actually, I'm going to go to the next town, but thanks for your time. And he takes the $100 and he leaves. So now that man walked in with the $100, never stayed in a room, never lost his money. All the debt in that town is officially paid off.
Wow.
Think about that, my friends. Are you ready to buy Pirates for Johnny? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright guys, please tell your friends about us and help us grow this audience. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your favorite platform so you never miss an episode. We release weekly every single Monday. That is the Yimtope guarantee. We got some merch that says that. Go get you some and rep it. And if you like that, you like what we do here, please go on out to your platform of choice, give us a 5-star review, a nice little blurb, something to spread us out in that ecosystem and reach more lovely listeners like yourself. And while you're out there doing that, don't forget you can find us and friend us on every social media. We are YMBTOAP on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We just want to thank our patrons again. We love you guys so much. We literally do all that we do because of the support you give us, the love, everything. You guys mean the world to us.
Love, 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 love.
For real. You guys are the best. And don't forget that poor, sad Yimtope email. YMBTOAP@gmail.com.
So dusty.
So dusty, man. No deep dives in a long time. But granted, a lot of those people have graduated to patron status, and they throw that stuff in the secret Discord. So if you're not ready to take that step, you don't want to do the patron, that's fine. We got that free email. Send us an anonymous email if you're Team Amber and you don't want people to know. Or if you are and you want everyone to know, tell us and we can read it all. We can read all about it. Talk to everyone. Tell us if you like the new Doctor Strange. Was the dark tone feeding your soul? Did you walk out of the theater? Like, I want to know from somebody that was like, that movie sucked, and why you think it sucked, because it was so good.
And also if you just need to talk to somebody, whether it be about abortion stuff or abuse stuff.
Yeah, we had our pre-ramble. We kind of touched on what's happening in the world with the Roe v. Wade upheaval, all that stuff. Like, we're here for you guys. Life is real.
Yes.
There's tough things happening to good people out there.
And if you need somebody to just vent to, it's open for that as well.
Exactly. And another side note on that's something real, man. Please, guys, if that affects you, you're scared by it, you don't like it, you got to get out there and vote. You got to write your congresspeople, call your congresspeople. We got to let them know that we don't like it, or else we sit back and watch it happen.
We cannot.
Yeah, we can't let that happen.
We can't let it happen.
I'm not going backwards in time. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. So we're also going to attach some links in the show notes. Feel free to check those out.
Yeah.
Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. And as always, thanks for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Is the dog that stepped on the bee okay?
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
'Cause I'm all alone. There's no co-host here beside me.